Hi guys! In this video we're going to be looking at long multiplication with carryover. So let's get started with our first example. 15 times 21. Now remember to make sure that all the numbers are in the correct columns. So 21, 2 is in the tens and 1 is in the ones column. Don't forget your times. Okay, the first thing that we're going to be doing is 5 times 1 over here. 5 times 1 is 5. The next thing we're doing is 1 times 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Now the next part that we're doing is 15 times 2. But it's not actually 2 because it's in the tens column. We're actually timesing it by 20, which means that we know it's going to end with a 0. Some people leave a space there. I prefer to put a 0. That's simply because when my students' handwriting, they get very messy. They still know there's a 1 there, so they don't misalign the numbers and add the wrong thing. Okay, we're going to be doing 2 times 5 first. 2 times 5 is 10, and we put 1 in the next column to remind ourselves to add it. The next thing we're doing is 2 times 1. 2 times 1 is 2, and then I need to add that 1. That gives me 3. Now we need to add the two bottom numbers. 5 plus 0 is 5. 1 plus 0 is 1. 3 plus nothing is 3. So 15 times 21 is 315. Let's try our next example. 37 times 24. Now the first thing we're doing is 7 times 4. 7 times 4 is 28, so we put our 2 there and our 8 down here. The next thing that we're doing is 3 times 4. 3 times 4 is 12, plus the 2 that we wrote before, gives us 14. Now remember, the first thing that we're doing next is putting down a 0. Now we're doing 2 times 7. 2 times 7 is 14. So this time I'm going to put my 1 down here so I don't get my 1 and 2 mixed up. So 14. Then I'm doing 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is 6 plus that extra 1 and I get 7. Now I need to add down my two bottom numbers. 8 plus 0 is 8. 4 plus 4 is 8. 1 plus 7 is 8. So your answer is 888. Okay, let's move on. Some harder examples now. We've got 63 times 48. So remember we're doing 8 times 3 first, which is 24. Then we're doing 6 times 8. 6 times 8 is 48, plus that extra 2 on top. That gives me 500. Now the next thing I'm doing is putting down the 0 straight away, before I forget. 4 times 3 is 12, putting 1 down here. 4 times 6 is 24, plus 1 gives me 25. So now I'm going to add the bottom numbers. 4 plus 0 is 4, 0 plus 2 is 2, 5 plus 5 is 10, so I carry over the 1. 2 plus 1 is 3, so 63 times 48 is 3024. Okay, let's look at our next example. 206 times 51. So even though it's a 3-digit number, we do it in exactly the same way. So 2 is in the hundreds, 0 in the tens, 6 in the ones, times 51. The first thing we do is 6 times 1, which is 6. 0 times 1 is 0. And 1 times 2 is 2. Okay, now I'm starting to do the 206 times 50. So the first thing I do is put down a 0. 5 times 6 is 30. 0, 3. 5 times 0 is 0 plus 3 gives me 3. 5 times 2 is 10. And then I add them up. 6, 0, 5, 0, 1. So my answer is 10,506. And there you have it. This is how you do long multiplication with carryover. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this has helped.